The movie kicks off with a touching talk between a dad and his daughter. Suddenly, a drone buzzes by, and the dad, feeling the urgency, jumps into his car to chase it. He's determined to catch the drone because it holds something super important to him. The chase leads them to a big cornfield. Using his computer skills, the dad hacks into the drone and steers it off a cliff, putting an end to its 10-year journey. But guess what? Inside, there's just a simple battery. Fast forward to the future. The world is now covered in sand and dust, and society has gone back to farming, with corn being a big deal. Unusual skills are now essential for farming. However, there's a problem: not enough types of crops, and that's bad news for people. Cooper, who used to be an astronaut and is now a farmer, deals with the challenges of this new world. Things get interesting when something strange happens in Cooper's daughter Murphy's room. She uses Morse code to figure out mysterious signals from her bookshelf. A dust storm helps her discover a mind-blowing thing about gravitational fields. Cooper, wanting to know more and connect with his daughter, goes on a journey. The coordinates he deciphers lead him to a secret NASA base. Here, Cooper learns about NASA's plan to evacuate humans using a wormhole near Saturn. 12 pioneers were sent out years ago, and they found 3 maybe habitable planets. Dr. Brand, the brains behind this, presents 2 plans. Plan A involves a space station using gravity to move people. Plan B is about sending fertilized eggs to the new planets with fancy technology. Cooper likes Plan A, but when he sees a confusing blackboard of formulas, he doubts it. His daughter isn't thrilled about him leaving either. In a surprising twist, Cooper comes back the next day to say sorry. Murphy reveals she decoded the mysterious message from her bookshelf. Dismissing his daughter's interest as just a kid's fancy, Cooper promises to come back. To mark the pledge, he gives her a watch, hinting that time and space might change their ages. Despite the emotional pull, he steps into his cosmic journey. A book falls, a silent plea for him to stay, but he pushes through the emotions. Dr. Brand's daughter, Amy, with 2 others and a super smart robot, forms the diverse team for the interstellar journey. Navigating the wormhole, they reach the first galaxy. Their chosen planet is where pioneer Miller landed. But there's a big problem. A menacing black hole messes with time. An hour there is 7 years on Earth. To avoid losing time, Cooper plans to land from the planet's rear. The plan works, and they explore the remnants of Miller's mission. They find a colossal wave approaching. Cooper warns the team, but one member is caught, and their spacecraft is waterlogged, demanding an agonizing hour to drain. Each minute lost means 7 years on Earth. Amy calculates Miller's time and figures he likely died just minutes ago. As they finish draining, another massive wave appears. They hastily ignite the engines and miraculously escape the wave, leaving the hostile planet behind. It's clear this place isn't fit for humans. Back on the space station, their black teammate warmly welcomes them, revealing that 23 years have passed since they left. During this long period, the space station received many messages from Earth, but unfortunately, they couldn't reply. Cooper, feeling the weight of time apart, sits down to go through the messages accumulated over the decades. His son has grown up, started a family, but the sadness of his father's presumed death hangs in the air. Among the messages, there's only one video from his daughter, a reminder of fuel limitations. Faced with a choice between the 2 remaining planets, the team goes for Dr. Mann's relatively closer one. Meanwhile, Murphy, who is given years to NASA, learns a heartbreaking truth. Dr. Brand, nearing the end of his life, admits to deception. Plan A, thought to be humanity's savior, is exposed as a trick. The chosen glacial planet, where Dr. Cooper and Dr. Mann wake up from hibernation, is tough. It has 67 hours of day, followed by 67 hours of night, and a biting cold. But beneath the ice, they find conditions for human survival. Meanwhile, Amy, now with NASA, gets a video from Murphy revealing her father's death and the fake nature of Plan A. Shocked and unwilling to believe, Amy argues her father dedicated his life to the gravitational formula, not accepting Murphy's claims. Dr. Mann breaks the silence, revealing a deeper truth. Cooper did solve the formula before the mission, but it couldn't bridge the gap between general relativity and quantum field theory. With the current knowledge of black holes, Plan A is just an illusion. Plan B, the last option, depends on Dr. Brand's calculations on Earth, stressing the need for a deep understanding of black holes for Plan A to work. Dr. Mann leads Cooper to a remote location. Seizing a chance, Mann tosses away Cooper's communication gear and heartlessly pushes him off a cliff. As the 2 struggle, Mann damages Cooper's oxygen mask, causing a crucial leak. Desperately searching for his communication gear, Cooper installs it just in time to urgently reach out to Amy. Acting quickly, Amy arrives just in time to save Cooper. The truth comes out. Dr. Mann manipulated the data, and the planet they're on isn't fit for survival. Mann's distress signals were just a plea for rescue from the lonely place he chose to escape. Determined to leave the barren planet, Mann heads for the space station. Without docking rights, he tries a risky manual docking attempt. It goes wrong, causing an explosion that sends the station into a high-speed spin. Cooper, on the breakthrough, comes up with a plan. Using the black hole's gravitational pull, they aim to fling the station toward the next planet, securing human survival. The plan needs precise moves and separating the spacecraft when the fuel is gone. But the linkage is damaged, so the robot has to do the separation manually. As the intense operation unfolds, they realize the true impact of time distortion. What seems like minutes to the mission is a hopping 51 years under the black hole's influence. The space station teeters on the edge, ready for the last part of its journey. The robot ship uses up its fuel, and it detaches from the station. With the station speeding toward its destination, Cooper's ship also runs out of fuel, and he gets ready for the unavoidable separation. Amy remains unaware that Cooper, driven by a selfless sacrifice for the future of humanity, chooses not to share the full plan. In a bold act of heroism, he decides to sacrifice himself by detaching his ship from the station. The spacecraft's engines stop, and as the ship drifts into the cosmic void, Cooper's sacrifice becomes a crucial moment in humanity's cosmic journey. Separated from the ship and pulled toward the foreboding black hole by its unyielding gravitational force, Cooper watches as his vessel breaks apart. Just in time, he ejects himself and finds himself in a mysterious hypercube after an unknown period. To his surprise, he realizes it's a manifestation of the back of his daughter's room's bookshelf. Within the hypercube, timelines from different periods unfold, including the day he left Earth. Driven by a desperate need to communicate with Murphy, Cooper takes action. Knocking books off the shelf, he reveals a message to his daughter. Suddenly, a voice resonates within the hypercube, assuring Cooper of his continued existence. The voice reveals that he is in the fifth dimension, saved by mysterious beings who created the wormhole near Saturn. These cosmic entities, the architects of the hypercube timeline within the black hole, inform Cooper that gravity can be a conduit for information across dimensions. Though physically distant from his daughter, Cooper finds comfort in knowing that his actions have not only influenced their destinies, but have also established a unique way of communication beyond the universe's usual limits. In a sudden realization, Cooper understands that it's not him but his daughter, Murphy, chosen by the cosmic entities orchestrating the hypercube within the black hole. Every timeline within this dimension reflects moments in Murphy's room. Determined to connect with her, Cooper sees the watch he left for Murphy. Using the robot's help, he transmits quantum data in Morse code through gravity, manipulating the watch hands. On the other side of the world, Murphy, now aware of the watch's regular intervals, deciphers the encoded messages from her father. Armed with this newfound knowledge, she completes the mathematical calculations, turning Plan A from a distant idea into a real hope for humanity. With the successful transmission, the hypercube shuts down. The scene changes, and Cooper wakes up in a hospital bed. Officers explain they found him with only minutes of oxygen left. Thankfully, Murphy, now in her twilight years, is still alive. In a touching reunion, father and daughter finally meet. However, Cooper, with mixed emotions, realizes he missed seeing her grow. Their reunion is both a happy moment and an inevitable parting. Inspired by Murphy's request to find Amy and ensure she's not alone on the third planet, Cooper starts a secret journey. Reaching the third planet, breathing in the air of a world with the right conditions for human survival. The camera reveals a well-lit base, showing that Plan B is in motion.